watch college football. I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Tie. As they claim the lead in this playoff game. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks free in the clear. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. As they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the second down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab behind the line. It's White. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's White. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run that hurry up. In the red area, it's Gibson. Fighting off the defender. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. The Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A much-needed counter-punch delivered.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. For last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. It's Simpson. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hale.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Second down after the incompletion. carry. He's heading left. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw over the middle. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Over the middle and incomplete. Second down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the Soft are able to bring him down quickly. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. On the option. Pitch play to the back. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, that is a great example of the option. Pitch it out perfectly. It completely caught the defense off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
BAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Adams. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run it here. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Oh, that one's off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
There you go. I love to see that fullback get involved. Take advantage of a defense, sometimes forgetting the fullback. Defenders rarely see offenses that look for the fullback out of the backfield, and here it pays off for a 1st down.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly. Wide,
it's blocked. After the blocked PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Now his offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Close to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The short completion of the tight end. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. He finally makes the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Alabama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They still trail though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass caught. And Indy Lions are moving quickly down the field. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On the run, it's White. Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. But that's good coverage there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Simpson. He's got it in the open. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. The sure hands, it's Hale. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Portman. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, a lot of of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. With the catch, it's White. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. A dangerous pass there. Almost picked off in the end zone. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
21.
Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back. It's Simpson. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but a big play to 46.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown tie. This offense is still clicking. They connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game, Kurt.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
28.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. See if the defense can make adjustments. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's White. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He gets loose. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's White. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. He's looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they jump on top during the second half.
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch in the end zone. Successful 2-point conversion.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for 2? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. And I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
And the returner is brought down. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll test the right side here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Rolling the dice, 4th and 1 in his own territory. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball's running south to avoid disaster. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
They spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this 1st down.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They'll toss it to the right side. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score in the 1st down. Take the lead into the quarter break here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. A small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab behind the line, it's White. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for a fourth down completion. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him. A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Defense is coming after him. Pulls it in, it's Adams. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Back to pass. It's Simpson. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. Oh, it is a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Grinding away on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass rush gets home. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the punter onto the field. And that sets up a return. Refusing to be stopped on this play. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. Price the right with a quick throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's back to throw again on second down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Here we are, late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Caught, he's wide open, look out. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. QB keeper all the way. Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll try a pass here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Makes the read. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big fourth down coming up.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Tailback with another carry. Touchdown, Penn State. They take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. But for taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Pulls it in. It's Hale. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
It comes down to this in this playoff game, fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Grab made near the sidelines. Keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example, and he's up to it.
Wide open downfield. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pocket breaking down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.